Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Conservative Circle. And today I have Kameron Rudat on the show. Cameron, it is so great to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem. So today we're talking about the Florida gubernatorial race.
Yes.
So, Cameron, what do you think about this race so far?
Well, I will be voting for James Fishback. I'm going to start off with that. I have met James one time in person. I worked on his campaign as a media surrogate for a little bit. Um, he's a cool guy. I really like him as a person. I like most of his policies. I do not like Byron Donalds whatsoever. I think he is a absolute sellout to corporate interests. BlackRock, Vanguard, APAC, which you have up on the screen. Um, I also think that he will do whatever the president wants him to, no matter what. And
Mhm.
at times, that's not a good thing whatsoever. So I don't like the guy. I much prefer James Fishback. I will for sure be voting for him. Um, so yeah.
Yeah, especially, yeah, you said that he would, kind of agrees along with whatever President Trump does, as most of those puppets do up there in Washington, D.C. Uh, as I mean, you see, this war that we're getting involved with Iran and Israel, and this is Israel's war. Charlie Kirk said that.
hmm
So,
And it's really demoralizing, for the people who campaigned for the president and supported him. Uh,
yeah,
I think everyone's just feeling a sense of betrayal. Uh, yeah, that's probably the best word for it. He's
yeah,
literally going against most of what everyone voted for. So,
absolutely. Let's take a look at polling real quick because
yes.
James Fishback is not too far behind Byron Donalds. Um, According to this polling that was I looked up on that I saw on X. I originally saw it because Fishback posted it, but Fishback at 14% with Byron Donalds at 28%. Now, when Fishback started off, of course, he was like at 1%,
Yeah.
2%, 3%, but he is really getting up there and climbing the ladder, and hopefully he will be our next governor. I think he can do it, but a lot is behind these elections with APAC and interests like that. Uh, Cameron, your thoughts?
Yeah, I think he has for sure a possibility of winning. He has a huge majority of the youth vote, which that's going to be very impactful in this election because a lot of the youth in this election are going to be first time voters. Also, as you mentioned, there's a lot going against him. Miriam Adelson has spent like a couple $1 million uh, endorsing Byron or literally every other candidate just because she doesn't want James Fishback. Israel announced him as a threat to their sovereignty and like banned him from their nation. So I don't know how a political candidate in Florida is a threat to a foreign nation's sovereignty. Um, there's also all of the corporate PACs going against him: APAC, BlackRock, Vanguard, all of the ones that actually support Byron Donalds. So there's a lot going against him. I think he will be able to rise against that because ultimately it'll be the people's decision, no matter what polling shows. Um, I don't think many of the polls are explanatory on the real results here.
Yeah, and his campaign has been attacked a lot. We've seen it with whenever he started his tour at Waffle House. Well, then Waffle House, who gave him permission, kicked him out because of anti-Semitism. Um, and then he went over to what you call it? Help me out here. I am
IHOP.
not IHOP, yes. And then, they kicked him out. Now he's over at no, he went to Denny's, sorry. And then now he's at what? Taco Bell doing a
Yeah,
Taco
Taco
Bell
Bell.
tour? And he went to Taco Bell after, well, he said that he was invited to Mar-a-Lago, but then, not able to go. He was denied entry to Mar-a-Lago because of criticism of Israel and this war. And this war, a lot of Republicans are opposing this war, as they should be.
Yeah,
Thoughts
and
there,
I'm one
Cameron?
of those. Uh,
Yeah.
I was genuinely pissed off that morning when I woke up and saw a text from a whole bunch of different people, and then my ex was blowing up, saying that we had just bombed Iran and we were in an active conflict of them. Now it's become a war where the communication over the reason why we're doing it was absolutely ridiculous. We had Marco Rubio saying Israel pushed our hand, Trump saying that we pushed Israel's hand somehow, people saying it was for regime change. Communication was not good whatsoever in this scenario. And then we also had the ongoing conflict going over the 5-week mark that Trump originally gave. It's been over 5 weeks now. We're still there. Trump said, what was that, 2 days ago, that we're going to wipe out their entire civilization?
Yeah, yesterday. Yeah,
Yeah,
yesterday that we were going to.
yesterday.
I wish I had that. I would have
If
put
they
it on here.
didn't do anything by 8 o'clock, and apparently Pakistan did something, which for some reason that I don't know. I don't know how that brings forth the deadline 2 more weeks. It just doesn't make any sense. And first of all, if you were joking, you're the president of the United States, and I don't think you should be joking about wiping an entire civilization off the face of the planet.
Yeah, I mean we're talking about people over there. Yes, are there bad people over there that are awful people that should be gone? Yes, but we're talking about other people. We're talking about
Millions of
civilians
people.
over there. Millions of people. Um, that's crazy.
I know.
It's
I
ridiculous.
and to the people who are saying that he's joking, I don't think that should be something that you should be joking about.
No, no.
No.
You're the
Okay.
president of the United
Yeah.
States.
I I don't get it sometimes. I
Right.
I don't know.
We will be right back after this quick announcement.
Want to help Conservative Circle grow? Well, you can do that by scanning the QR code that you see on the screen. All donations are greatly appreciated. This goes to help get new equipment and grow the podcast even bigger. Now, let's get back to the episode.
Now I want to move on and talk a little bit about abortion in Florida. So in Florida, you can have an abortion up to 6 weeks, which we know birth begins at conception. It's not that hard to understand. It's really not. Well, Byron Donalds was asked by someone if he would support that, and this is his response.
Will you commit to a full abortion ban as governor?
Right now, we're going to keep the law as it is.
Cameron, your thoughts there?
Well, that just shows that he has corporate interests in his favor. I don't think anyone who calls himself a Christian would not support a full ban. We need a full ban. And for those instances where people try and argue, oh, well, what if it's in the mother's interest? I could care less. Okay, that is less than 1% of the instances. So why is that a big argument here? But just another reason I don't like Byron Donalds. Anyone who calls themselves a Christian should not support this or be pro-choice at all.
Yeah, absolutely. So you are okay with murder? I mean, it's just so unmoral. It's so immoral.
Yeah.
So okay, let's move on. Do you think James Fishback is creating a new coalition, the America First Coalition, right here in Florida?
Yeah, I think so. We can learn from past events when Trump tried to start MAGA and ultimately succeeded. We saw how much there was against it. We see how much there is against America First. It's if this many people hate it, I think that there's something to for sure support there. And it's not particularly for a certain political party. A Democrat can be America first as long as they put America first and support policies that put Americans first.
Yeah, that's right. So Republicans have just lost in a few special elections here. In the House 87 special election, we lost. Emily Gregory, the Democrat, won with 51% of the vote. John Maples lost. And then here, Brian Nathan, the Democrat, won here, and Josie, who was actually endorsed by Byron Donalds, lost. So, do you think that because of this war, I don't know if it's just because of the war, but maybe other things, maybe Epstein files, maybe just because of the war also. Do you think that is why we are doing so bad in the midterms?
Oh yeah, for sure. And it's not just the war; it's about affordability. Pam Bondi's reckless handling of the Epstein files. Um, Last time I was here with you, I spoke about how Republicans need to change their vision and path for the future because clearly the one that we have right now isn't working, and this is just the first sign of that. Uh, we can't keep calling affordability a hoax. It's a real issue, and we shouldn't be taking actions in foreign nations that ruin that affordability. Um, Here where I live, it's 441 right now, gas.
Oh yeah, we're
It's
up to
ridiculous.
$4 here too. We're like $4 here. It's really ridiculous. Yeah,
And these actions are only going to make the Republican agenda in the future more unpopular.
yeah. Okay. So we talked a little bit about the APAC and money involved. We talked about a little bit of abortion. Fishback stands on no. We need a full abortion ban.
Yeah, we do. You can't call yourself a Christian and be pro-choice. I don't think that there's more of an argument than that statement right there. And not only do you have to be pro-life, you have to not only be pro-life when they're in the womb, but also when they're outside of the womb, and not fund killing 70,000 innocent civilians on a foreign nation. I don't understand these fake Republicans who say that they're for America, who say that they're for the American people, but yet support foreign interests, support pro-choice movements. And what is the point of electing you if you aren't going to do what the American people want you to do?
Yeah, exactly. And then this last question that I have today is, so we see that Ron DeSantis has not endorsed anyone. Now, clearly, who we have in the race is Byron Donalds, who's Trump endorsed, James Fishback, and then we also have Jay Collins, who is currently the lieutenant governor. Who do you think Ron DeSantis is going to give his endorsement to?
I don't think he's going to endorse anyone. It would be too politically stupid for him. First of all, him and Byron Donalds had that spat a few years ago, and he still isn't over it. So there's no way that he's endorsing Byron Donalds. James Fishback is too risky to endorse. Jay Collins, I don't know. I don't see that happening. He doesn't have that much of a lead, so it would be detrimental to his political career. Paul Renner, I don't even count him on this because
No.
he's not even polling. He's polling at barely 1%. So
And his social media is doing bad. I saw something he posted, and it was like posted. It's like what, a day, and he got like 1 or 2 likes. I'm like, you're not gonna
Yeah.
be governor.
I don't
Sorry.
even follow his stuff. I don't even give him the time of the day. And his press advisor or whatever is this girl who hates me and talks crap about me online, so I'm not even gonna give her any views.
Is
I
that the girl, the crew?
Yeah,
She's the anti Fishback girl. Like she's she's
yeah,
obsessed with Fishback. I swear.
yeah. I haven't
Um,
seen her stuff lately because she blocked me, but yeah,
dang. Oh, that's so sad. No.
I know. I liked
All right.
hating on her. I'd call up my producer and I'd be like, "Did you see what she just posted? She's insane." And we'd get a good laugh out of it. Now he just saves the videos and sends them to me. So blocking me didn't really do much.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Cameron, for being here. And next week, I have a very special guest, Gay Valamont, who's running for Florida's 1st congressional district. And guys, I'm having someone new on. She's a Democrat and she's running for Congress. I am so glad to actually have her on to discuss things. And we might not have the same values, but we are Americans and patriots who love this country. So that's what matters. Thank you, Cameron, again for being here.
Thank you for having me.
All right, guys, and we will see you next week.
God bless you, and God bless the United States of America.